Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're watching DualShockers TV on DualShockers.com. We're here checking out some Destiny on the PS4, and I'm here to talk about a glitch we just found out, just came out, involving the Crux of Crota and the ability to have only special and heavies equipped. For those of you that don't know, there's a gun that's called the Husk of the Pit. You can get this on the first mission from the DLC, from the Dark Below. Typically on the Fist of Crota, it drops off of one of the blades of Crota. So once you get this, it's a pretty basic gun, very high rate of fire. The way to actually upgrade it is via this cannibalism. So it'll actually take, I think it's like 500 kills of thralls. Sounds like a lot. You can do it very quickly if you do it in certain missions. Once you get this filled, it'll fill like an experience bubble. Then you buy the embalming orb from Eris, and it will actually upgrade itself to a purple weapon. And that purple weapon is actually this guy here. Oh, nope, sorry. This guy here, the Eidolon Alley. Also an underpowered weapon, very, very high rate of fire. You can see that I haven't really bothered filling it up. But once you fill it up, this weapon can actually be further upgraded as well with what it's called, you can see here, the burgeoning hunger, and it's actually the crux or the crew of Crota, depending on how you want to pronounce it. The crux of Crota can only be, it's a drop that only occurs on beating Crota on hard mode. So once he drops that, it'll be a gold item that drops. You can actually put the Crux of Crota on the Eidolon Alley, and it'll become the Nechrocasm. So what ends up happening is, if you go ahead and you actually fill your slots of your primary, when you go ahead and fill your slots of your primary, you can, and then equip the Eidolon Alley. So I keep putting on the Universal Edict. The Eidolon Alley, if you have the Crux of Crota, unfortunately I don't, you can then go here and do the upgrade. What it'll do is, if you make sure you have either a exotic on your secondary or your heavy, it'll actually blank this space out, and it'll go to like a hidden 10th spot that's in Neverland, and I'll actually show you what that looks like here. This is my buddy's account. He's done it already, so you can see he's got his gear. He did the Crux of Crota upgrade when he had his Galahorn equipped, and then he has the Crash on as well. So what it did was it actually got rid of his primary altogether. And you're like, well, why would I want to do that? Well, when you think about it now, with the new upgrade that happened, the shotguns are pretty beast, so this is great for up close. And then, of course, Galahorn, probably the best weapon in the game, definitely the best rocket launcher by far, with those exploding rounds. So what ends up happening is the game is confused now. This primary has now disappeared. So when you walk around, and you can see it's a little bit glitched because his player actually doesn't generate. But what happens is the game is now confused, and so since you don't have a primary, it's only going to drop ammo for your secondary and your heavy. So you're only going to get, in this case, shotgun ammo and rockets. If you wanted to, you could do it, with an ice. I wouldn't do it with an icebreaker because you don't get icebreaker ammo. But let's say you wanted to do it with an exotic secondary, let's say shotgun, and then just like a purple heavy, like a I don't know, a corrective measure or something of that nature. You can go ahead, and this combination really rocks, because although you lose your primary, the only ammo that you're going to get when you walk around the world now is going to be secondary and heavy, which makes beating certain bosses very, very easy, and running through certain maps really, really easy, especially when one of your weapons is Galahorn. So check it out if you have the ability to get a Crux of Crota from a hard mode run. Definitely recommend checking this out. Make sure to like us and subscribe, and check us out on DualShockers.com. Check you out later. Peace.